Hey guys, this is the Mumson Podcast. I'm Mason. Anyone else?
I'm Travis.
I'm Matt.
I'm Reilly.
Okay, so we just saw Tag, and we kind of just want to give you guys opinions and what we thought of it. Trav, what did you think of the movie?
Well, when I saw the ads, I thought, that looks funny. But I hope that all the funny bits are not just in the ad, like in
As they usually do.
Yeah, it's horrible when they do that. But I thought it was actually pretty good.
Yeah?
It was funny. There was a few moments that were like, wait, is this spoilers?
Yeah, I think we should put a spoiler.
Spoilers.
Should we go non-spoilers and spoilers, or just go spoilers?
Spoilers.
Spoilers,
Yeah.
yep.
Okay, spoilers.
No one's going to care about this movie being spoiled.
It's Tag.
Yeah, it's Tag.
Important. Oh yeah, Tag.
Yep, Tag.
The 2018 movie. Anyway, like the bit when they had the miscarriage, like when they first said they had the miscarriage, I was like, damn, that's,
That's a bit dark.
that they went there in this movie. I wasn't expecting that. And I was still in the back of my mind going, do they really do this as, a trick? And I thought, if they say this is a trick, that's still pretty hard that they
It is.
chose that as the trick.
What
But
do you
other than
reckon
that, it's still
would make tricking, like lying about a miscarriage, is that darker than actually having a miscarriage? Because like, there's one thing too, it's like, joking about a miscarriage and then actually doing it.
I reckon if they actually had a miscarriage, that would be like, you'd just still be in that sort of state of shock.
Yeah.
That was,
But-
that happened.
Does taking it's like, we're joking about miscarriages. And that's kind of like,
I found the wife of Jeremy Renner was a bit intense. I mean, the Isla Fisher character is pretty intense, but
I think that's
the
the
woman
idea.
who was getting married is like,
I think that was the whole point. They were
Yeah.
trying to have a woman who would match the intensity of the husband.
yeah.
Because Jeremy Renner, who was by far the most intense about the game, and they wanted to do the whole like, oh, she's just a wife who doesn't want her husband to do this silly thing, and then at the end you find out she's just as into it as he is. So yeah.
I found it, like, I know this is a comedy, right? But I found it really odd how they were saying, like, oh, this game brings us together and stuff. And the wife's like, well, you haven't really interacted with Jerry. They're like, what? And they didn't really do anything with that.
Yeah.
so they sort of hinted at it in the trailer, but then they just sort of had it as brief lines that they said, it's kept you together. And I thought they were going to go into that more, but they didn't. They sort of did at the end, but I guess it was just a funny movie. It didn't want to go too deep.
What bit did you find funny?
What do you mean? Like which parts of it? Were funny?
Yeah, what
What
part?
was the funniest part here?
Oh, I don't know. I like the I don't know his name.
The horror. Wait, who?
The guy who had glasses. He kept saying, like he said, time is a construct.
Oh,
yeah.
that guy, yeah.
I liked him. It was funny.
Yeah, he was.
Some of his
he was
lines were a
aloof.
bit weird, but it was funny.
He was a bit of an
Yeah.
aloof character. What about you, Smiles?
I think it wasn't the most funny movie, but the most funny parts was when they would make jokes about how intensely the guys would take the game.
Yeah.
Like when it first started, like one of the people would just push an old woman out of the way
Yeah.
to not get tagged. Yeah. It was just funny how like childish they were being about wanting to play the game to its fullest at all times.
Yeah, that was definitely a thing. I found it, the end bit, like, I found it, like, it was dark humor, which I enjoyed. It's like, because I thought me and Smiles were sitting together, and then we kind of looked at each other, and we're like, are they seriously gonna go here? He's like, is he just gonna die? Like, with the tag in the game just gonna end?
And, entwined their fingers together and
Because I
held each other tightly.
I would
It's
have
beautiful.
loved if, like, at the end, the guy, he's standing up with his pole and stuff, and he gets tagged one more time, and he kind of looks there, he's like, he fakes, having, like, collapsing, and the guy's like, are you okay? And he tags him.
And then he really dies.
Yeah, we thought it was funny if he really died. He's like,
Yeah.
oh.
And then the movie ends.
Yeah.
That would be great.
They were trying to do the whole happy-go-lucky, feel-good sort of ending at the end. But yeah.
Not like another movie. which we'll talk about after this.
Oh, you got him.
Ooh, what a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Before we give our ratings,
Wait.
Well,
Mumson.
Mumson,
That's gonna
this is the import. This is what
Wait, are
you've
you
been
asking
waiting
what
for.
my favourite part of it was?
Yeah, what did you think of the
what was
movie?
your general
What did you think of it?
opinion on the movie, and then what was your favourite part?
I just thought it was good comedy.
Why do you think it was a good comedy?
Lots of funny jokes. I like the different miniature little genres they had. Like my favourite part personally was the little horror part where they're in the woods
Yeah.
after the crash.
After the bike.
And they're
not
like
bike,
wandering
but-
around trying to find him, but there's all these traps and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I thought that
yeah.
was pretty funny.
Took like a bloody
Log to the chest.
Yeah.
Check.
Which, like, well, that guy's, chest is
guy.
totally...
He was using his bloody Hawkeye skills to take out his friends.
Oh, jeez.
He could have easily accidentally killed his
Yeah.
entire bloody everyone he was friends with.
No,
No, I said to Mumson before it started, or near the start, I was like, I reckon Jeremy Renner's going to be cooler in this than he was in Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was.
It's definitely more powerful.
Yeah.
He's like Sherlock Holmes,
Yeah.
predicting everything.
I thought that
yeah.
was pretty good. Yeah.
It was like planning all his moves out in his head,
Yeah.
and he could like sense around him when his friends were about to tag him.
I really liked at the wedding bit when the bloke, he stood up and he was running to him and he like tags him and everybody's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone laughed at that scene. That was a good laugh.
That was good. Everyone's
yeah,
standing.
that was probably my favorite bit. Like my favorite funny, haha.
Until you find out it's a fake out.
Yeah.
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 And then he dies of cancer.
I wonder, like, every time they start that month comes around, is the loser of the last
That'd still be it. I reckon.
would still be it.
Yeah. So that then if they don't catch anyone in the whole month, it just adds to their shame.
We're just so Smiles here. He's got a double shot espresso, and he accidentally spat some plastic
Wasn't that so?
into.
It's not like I was going to drink it anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might die.
I've had some pretty nice coffees before, and this is one of the good ones. The fact that I can have a little lick at it, and it feels like I've drunk about 7 coffees, that's nice.
Yeah.
Gee,
It's like
you look like you're loving it.
I'm Mick loving it.
Oh, I don't know if related to
I would
that.
rather have. Oh yeah, we're not sponsored by McDonald's.
Yeah.
we wish.
But then again, I would rather be drinking a McDonald's coffee than this.
Really, it's that bad.
Anyway, let's give grades.
Yeah,
We've got to come up with a grading system for
Oh
each.
yes.
Perhaps a different one for all of us.
Okay.
You go, Mason. What's your grade of the movie?
I would. I would give it 6 Dune movies out of 10.
What? 6 Doom movies.
Dune. You know the movie Dune, where it's
Dude, I love Dude.
the aliens have blue eyes. It's in the desert planet, and they talk about they need to capture the spice.
Sure, you're not talking about Doom,
Oh,
starring
Doom.
Dwayne the Rock
Oh.
Johnson. Mumson.
Carl Urban.
Carl Urban. And then the Rock turns into a weird bloody monster in the end.
He fights him. It's a battle scene
Talking
at the
about the
end.
mummy.
Is that the mummy?
Yeah.
Everything's the mummy.
Well, you know what it
It's
is
just a
like.
cheap rip-off.
It's like Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude. Oh, spiders. Don't
Goddamn
get me
spiders.
spiders
Every
started.
Actually, talking about that spiders, when the guy dressed up as an old lady and he went at him, and the Hawkeye guy,
Jeremy Renner.
Jenny
Oh.
he flipped him over and stuff, and that was spider movements.
Ah.
It was good. And there's good
Insane.
action. It's interesting. The action scenes weren't too bad.
Yeah.
A lot of
Does-
sort of slow
Does
motion.
he do his
fast
own?
motion.
Does his own
Stunts.
stunts?
Some
think,
of it looked pretty real, but then they obviously switched him out for when he was doing backflips over stuff. Because he's not a bloody stuntman.
I don't know. He's pretty athletic.
Yeah, but he's not an acrobat. He can't do double backflips off that when he was on top of the...
Did he have a hoodie?
Well, maybe he can. Maybe we should ask him.
Yeah, we should
Yeah,
go.
we should
Sure.
have
Let's bring
Meza.
him on the show.
Yeah.
But a lot of the movie star actors, lot of their, their bodies and stuff, like they're super muscular, but they get that in like in a month's time because they just go on a crazy diet. It's like it's not healthy. It's like it's not.
You'll find actually in that, like, you see people who go to the gym all the time and they're lifting weights and stuff, and then you might get them out to do something actually useful, like move a fridge, like move furniture, or like lift a tire to change a car, or change a tire for a car. And they can't do it. They just don't have the strength because their muscles are like designed for, the what are they called? Bicep curls.
Yeah.
But they can't do anything else. They can't lift their arm.
So if you want to essentially like lift the movie like a curl,
in theory they should be able to do it easily, but everything else they only train for the muscles. They only work on the muscles that look, visually impressive. But you could easily get looking big.
So
all the other ones they don't care about because they don't see.
So yeah. So Jeremy, what's his face?
Jeremy Renner.
Yeah, his muscles are not very effective.
I mean, I don't know. Some of them, they work out their entire body, so they can do stuff. Like they wouldn't be weak, but they're not as strong as
guy that's been working at it for like.
Yeah, like you see, a guy who goes to the gym every day, he's covered in muscles, and you think that guy's strong. Then you see maybe some old guy, who works at it's like a trade who's like fixing cars, lifting tires all day. He's way stronger than the guy who goes to the gym, but you wouldn't know because he doesn't look strong. It's interesting. Anyway, so that was how many Dune movies out of how many?
6 Dune movies out of 10 Lord of the Rings. There we go. There we go. Fitting Lord of the Rings there into that.
Well, at least we now have a benchmark for that grading system.
I'd give it a 7. Stupid movie I've never seen out of Lord of the Rings, whatever the hell you said.
Should we base everything off Lord of the Rings?
I think we should.
And because it will mean everything's different because some of us like Lord of the Rings, some don't.
I'm just going to rate the movie on which character I felt it was most, related to in Lord of the Rings.
As everyone should do.
I reckon we should rate every movie based off Lord of the Rings. Is this movie better than Lord of the Rings?
The best movie would be a spider, obviously, Sheila.
I think we should rate it 8 spiders out of 10 spiders.
And maybe the worst movie would be like, who's the most annoying character? I don't know, like
you.
Frodo. Me? I wasn't in Lord of the Rings, unfortunately.
I couldn't tell. I never got through the first hour.
So, like, for Smiles, right? A lot of movies would be a lot better than Lord of the Rings. So you would say Tag is better than.
No.
Would you say Tag's better than Lord of the Rings, Stars?
No.
Probably, yeah.
Oh.
So a lot of movies would be
deep.
for him would be better than. I like this rating. If it's better than Lord of the Rings for that person.
It doesn't matter because people have different opinions.
But that's the thing, right? It doesn't need to make sense.
Right.
Like best movie, worst movie ever, as we're referencing to that podcast.
Never seen it. I listen to my own podcast.
So narcissistic.
Yeah.
Fine. I'll say it's better than Lord of the Rings. That's my rating.
There you go. What about you, Mumson? Is it better than Lord of the Rings?
No.
No?
No.
I would say that movie was probably, I'd go with a Boromir. I was thinking of a Faramir, but no one really cares about him.
No.
So I'd go with a Boromir. He wasn't like a great guy, and most of the time it was kind of a bit of a dick. But in the end, he saved everyone. And that's like this movie. Didn't save anyone. It was kind of funny in bits. So yeah, it's a Boromir out of Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings, right? The character that can shapeshift, but he's not in the movies. What? There's a character in the books that can like shapeshift into like a bear or something.
Oh yeah, no, it's in the Hobbit.
Yeah, he was in the Hobbit.
But I remember that guy.
Yeah.
Bear dude. With bees.
But because he was originally in the Lord of the Rings. I'm pretty sure.
What do you
Yeah. So, but they didn't bother to put him in there.
Oh, in the movie.
I guess
Yeah.
he was
in the
already
book.
bloated.
Yeah.
It's like just in Lord of the Rings, they're like, we have so much subject matter. Let's just sort of not put things in. And the Hobbit, they're like, it's not enough. Let's just put more in and stretch it to 3 movies. We'll get more money that way.
That's
Good
right.
stuff.
So I'll say that this movie
That's
is.
my impression.
What's that character's name?
I have
The shape
no
shift.
idea.
Lord of the Rings, who cares?
Dave.
I want to because this movie is that character.
I don't think he's a shapeshifter.
It's there. He is.
No, he wouldn't. He isn't called shapeshifter.
No, he's not.
I don't know. I'm just going to go with Dave.
I'd call him an animal shifter, not a shapeshifter.
Because
there's only
turn into
4
one.
there.
But,
Let's see.
I don't know. So wait. So your score? What was your score?
Too dark.
Better than Tag. My score
Beyond?
was a Boromir.
Beyond?
Oh, Beyond.
Beyond.
This movie's a boring.
Beyond. Okay,
It's like the character that you forget about.
Yeah.
That the directors forgot about.
They could take out of a movie and nobody cared or noticed probably.
I want to give the movie 5 spiders out of 10 Lord of the Rings. That's what I want to give it.
That's
Okay.
a solid. Yeah. All right. So that was Tag. Now that movie that I teased earlier, so saucily. I forgot what STEM was it? No, Upgrade. That's what it's
Upgrade.
called.
Upgrade.
Upgrade. Spoiler alert, of course, because
Oh,
we're
we
too
will-
lazy to avoid
I think we should
spoilers.
review that movie as well.
What do you reckon, Reilly? Oh, good. You like the depressing ending?
Oh, right. Let's talk about the bloody ending.
It was a good ending.
Spoil
though.
the movie straight up.
Well,
You know,
like,
they did the fake out and they're like, oh guys, don't worry, it's not a fake out. It's real. Haha.
well, to me, Upgrade was a very generic movie, but the end was good.
I disagree.
Yeah?
It was an indie movie. And in indie movies they do interesting things like with the camera work, that was pretty interesting.
Oh, yeah.
The I don't know, sort of the acting was good, you know.
It was fine.
Visual effects were good. All the
How many-
deaths and gore and that was good.
Did they have a lot of...
Acting was good. Good practical effects. Interesting story. Good world. Good use of fear of technology
Yeah.
to enhance the story.
That's a real Black Mirror.
And it had a good mirror.
A good mirror.
Sorry, you set me thinking of Black Mirror. You've seen Black Mirror?
Yeah.
Black Mirror's a good show.
Yeah, it's great.
And
If you like to Upgrade, Black Mirror would be right up
Yeah.
your alley because it's
And-
a better show. It's a better thing in general.
well, depends on the episode.
Yeah.
But
Because you know that first episode that they make the English, the British president or whatever, Prime Minister, have sex with a pig.
yeah. I skipped the first episode. It sucks.
Oh, I thought it was pretty, you can't, having sex with being forced to having sex with a pig, that's, a thing you talk about,
That's Black Mirror for you, I guess.
Yeah, baby. That's Upgrade.
Upgrade was good though. Had a good ending.
What did you think of Upgrade, Mum?
I
Sorry?
want to ask, did they have a lot of camera cuts during some of the fight scenes?
No.
They did a thing where the camera followed him really
Yeah.
robotically. They had a thing where they strapped an iPhone to him,
Yeah.
Oh.
and the camera followed the iPhone around, so they could film the whole thing in one shot. Of course, they sped it up because of the whole
But it would have been-
the whole way he's moving his hands around and stuff.
But it would have been one solid shot.
It was one shot.
I
That's
also like
cool.
the sound design, especially with the fights.
Yeah.
It sort of got a little bit tired, with the same exact.
It kind of became a bit robotic.
It wasn't the most.
it was a bit repetitive, but still it was
It
cool.
wasn't the most technical story. It was kind of just
That's why I
go to
said.
point A, go to point B.
Well, that's why I said it's a bit
But you had
generic.
to look in the background. There's
Oh.
more than meets the eye. mate.
Yeah,
Yes.
like Transformers. Good stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it's as good as Transformers.
Well,
Yeah, that's-
Especially
that's
Dark Side of the
almost as
Moon.
good
Oh, yeah.
Austin's favorite movie.
Oh, it
Oh,
is.
God.
As soon as they stopped using Megan Fox, the best actress ever in Hollywood,
Of course.
the movies were just as good.
But
Because
then
they're
they
the
got,
best.
Just as
then
good.
they got what is it, Mark Wahlberg?
Mark Wahlberg, yeah.
Oh,
Big arms, Mark.
that's the Scottish guy or whatever.
Marky Mark.
Marky Moo.
Yeah, he was a real addition. I reckon. That was good.
And
I especially like
that
when
when-
he drinks beer.
Oh, yeah.
And
It's
is-
the Bud Light ad.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
He pretty much does a Bud Light ad in the middle of the friggin' movie.
That was the best part.
I found it really weird, the daughter character with that dude. The dude's like, it's legal, guys. In this state, it's
Yeah.
legal.
The whole
Yeah.
dating an underage girl thing.
Yeah,
Some
thing.
Romeo and Juliet law or some.
It's like,
shit.
why did
Yeah.
they do this much research on that when they could have
Like,
just made a better
because-
movie?
Because
why would
Michael Bay
Yeah.
has a thing for young girls.
He could have just cut that whole scene out and just be like, oh, the girl is of age.
Yeah.
So then they don't have to add in that stupid scene. But no, Michael Bay loves the fact that he's dating a bloody underage girl. Not because he is.
Not that we're deliberately throwing Michael Bay under the bus,
But we
because
are.
throw everybody under the bus on this show,
Yeah.
Yes.
especially our friends.
Really,
Talking about that.
I love watching you attempting at this
Yeah.
drink.
Oh yeah, he's still going at the drink. He's
Well,
maybe drunk.
If I keep
like
putting
2
my finger
millimeters?
in it and licking my finger, I could probably get through this drink in about, I don't know, 5 days.
Oh yeah, easy.
But that'd be a good 5 days. And a good $4. Well, $3.95.
I don't know. You're forgetting the fact that while drinking that you would never be able to sleep, so you'd be going through the night as well.
Yeah.
Well, then again, I guess it'd be 2.5 days.
Cut it down quite a bit.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then
I
after that, you just sort of die.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I paid so little for it.
Is it worth it? No.
Hell yeah.
But every penny worth.
Oh,
Every penny of Naughty's money.
$4 just to get there.
Anyway,
bargain.
to an upgrade. Yeah. What's your rating, Mason?
On upgrade.
Yeah.
Still doing the stupid Lord of the Rings.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're saying,
We've got to ride
we
this
rate
train.
everything by Lord of the Rings now.
Spiders.
The movie
Lord of
that
the
you
Rings
don't
spiders.
like.
You get that all over your life.
Well, it's not better than Lord of the Rings.
Damn right.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Lord of the Rings is the
It's
best.
but it
Amen.
is better. I'd say I got more enjoyment out of Upgrade than Hobbit. So
I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
so there we go. That's my rating.
I'm with you on that.
It's pretty good. The way I see it, Upgrade was sort of... It started off as a movie that I didn't know anything about, so I didn't really care. And then I watched it, because I just sort of walked in and said, yeah, I'll watch this now. And it was good. You know, the whole way through I was entertained. I was engaged. I didn't, get bored or anything.
Yeah.
I didn't think at any time, oh, this is terrible acting, or the music it doesn't fit. I didn't think that at all. It was all competently made. And you know...
Strong words from
and it-
Travis.
Oh yeah. And at the end, they had a good ending where they didn't shy away from doing what everybody thought they were going to do, which
Yeah.
made everyone very angry. They didn't do that, so they made it really good. I thought that was pretty good. So basically, a movie that started as nothing and became really good, or pretty good at least. So I'm going to rate it maybe, let's go with an Aragorn, you know.
Just Aragorn.
Aragorn.
What about a
Because,
Gimli?
you know,
Or-
Gimli's a bit stupid. Aragorn sort of started as, no one... And so you don't just insult your favourite character, aside from Sheila the Spider. No, but he started as nothing and then became king by the end of it, or whatever happened. I don't remember this.
I feel like I'm gonna have to increase my Lord of the Rings knowledge if we can continue things by Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, that's what makes it good. So, I'll rate an Aragorn. What about you, Mumson?
I think the film is kind of like Venom, or is going to be like Venom when Venom comes out.
What's Venom? We're talking about things by Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, but Venom and Upgrade also almost see the same, because it's someone hijacking sharing your body
And then
Oh, yeah.
taking
and
over.
kind of taking over.
Yeah.
So even when we watched the movie, the Venom trailer was before Upgrade.
Yeah.
And it's just ridiculous how similar the concepts are.
And the actors look the same.
And the actors, the
Yeah.
guy who in it, the guy in Upgrade, I don't know your name because you know a well-known actor.
Yeah.
He looks so much like Tom Hardy.
He's a Tom Hardy light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a Tom Hardy.
Wait, he's a Tom Hardy Zero.
He's John Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy's sister.
Of course.
So what was your rating, man?
At least. For Upgrade?
Yeah.
So, I'm going to give it 7 spiders out of.
It's gonna rate things out of spice from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Pretty strong. Wait, this is out of 10. Because you've said out of Lord of the Rings so far, so
There's a lot of spiders
out
in
of
Lord of the
10.
Rings.
Okay, just have to
Not as many
guess.
spiders are in this podcast.
Yeah.
This has got a lot of spiders. That's good then. That's a
I thought it was. Yeah,
that's a good rating. Yeah. What about
So
you,
6.
RJ Swish?
7.
7.
It
Okay.
was good.
I agree with what Travis said at the start. It's a good movie that you can just watch and be thoroughly entertained through the entire movie.
Yeah.
But it's one of those movies where I completely forgot about seeing it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like like tag is, I'm not going to remember Get Out. Get Out. I do remember Get Out. Get Out's a good movie.
Yeah.
I'm not going to remember Upgrade in like a week. But after I got out, I was happy because it had a good ending. It had good action. It had a kind of cool story. And yeah.
Or just give it out Lord of the Rings.
And it reminded me that Venom's coming out, and Venom and how terrible Venom will be. Even though Tom Hardy's in it. And I've pretty much already seen Venom because it's pretty much Upgrade. Except Venom won't have a depressing ending. It'll have some bullshit ending where it connects to the Fox universe because they're too pussy to make it in the Marvel universe because they want to make their own money, and that's
well, they've sold it all, haven't they?
Yeah, but they don't care.
Wait, this is Sony, isn't it? Not Fox.
Oh, Sony, not Fox. Yeah, Fox is X-Men. Yeah, Sony's just going to do their own thing. Apparently, what's his name? Who's playing Spider-Man?
Tom Holland.
Apparently, Tom Holland's going to make a little cameo in Venom.
Yeah.
But I don't think it'll be anything significant. It'll be like, I don't know, he passes them on the street and he's like, hey!
Or it's like his face just flashes on the screen for a split second.
Or maybe
It's like subliminal imaging, like watch the other Spider-Man movies. And they just flash Tom Holland. Tom Holland like flexing or something.
They just record it, and in the background they have someone whispering at all times.
Holland.
Watch Spider-Man.
The new name that they've got revealed. Far From Home.
Far From Home.
Spider-Man Far From Home. Could they think of a more lame name?
I guess he won't be near his home then.
Yeah.
Just, spit
Apparently half of it's in London.
Well, the thing is, right, he's got... Maybe this movie takes before Homecoming, because this is Far From Home. So, he's away from home, so he's going to go become home.
Question is, though, do we want to see another Spider-Man origin story?
Yeah.
I mean, let's talk about origin stories for Spider-Man, because we have only 500.
I want to see a different genre of a Spider-Man movie.
Different genre?
Yeah.
What kind of genre are you thinking?
Well, all the Spider-Man movies have been... You're gonna love this. They've always had a happy ending, except for Amazing Spider-Man 2.
I honestly cannot remember.
Gwen
Amazing
dies.
Spider-Man 2, Gwen Stacy falls and dies.
Well,
I do
no,
remember
but it
that
does
one.
happen
That was
eventually,
depressing
because he
because I
comes
like
back and he beats the Rhino.
He comes back and he fights the Rhino and saves that stupid little kid
He throws a
who some people think is Tom Holland Spider-Man for some reason. Even though they're in a different universe.
Yeah.
It's a fan theory.
I've never heard that one.
What do you mean you want a different genre for
I
Spider-Man?
want
The
a
whole
horror.
point of Spider-Man is he's super happy and
He's happy-go-lucky.
I want to see a
character.
darker side.
like a
Well,
horror.
well, that's
Yeah.
hopefully what you're going to get
That's-
when he starts fighting Venom and stuff like that.
Well, like,
Yeah.
that's a Venom or a Carnage.
Yeah, because Venom will be. Oh yeah, Carnage.
Yeah,
Because Venom will be like, at least from the trailer. I don't know. I can't really remember it, but then I'm just hoping that it'll be sort of a movie where, kind of like Upgrade, but more serious, where there's this terrifying symbiote force thing
Yes.
that attaches to him, and he can't control it. It's controlling him, but it sort of has to have him do stuff. So, like, if he tries to kill himself, then I'm thinking not gonna like it because he'll die, obviously. So, I feel like it's not totally in control, but it is mostly in control, and this poor guy has to deal with this, and he doesn't want to kill people, I suppose. But the Venom does.
Like
He
he
wants
wants
to
to
do
eat
whatever the
people.
Maybe it's a little bit hungry.
It's gonna eat somebody's face off.
Want some snacks, some people.
Do you think they're going to do the whole Secret Wars storyline?
No, I don't think they
Secret
will.
Wars.
Secret Wars is that whole like Spider-Man 3 origin where it's these he's bloody what's his face, the other reporter comes in.
I want to see if you can actually go talk about
What's his bloody name?
Secret Wars.
What are you talking about?
It's a comic
It's
series.
a really old Marvel comic.
Yeah. Well, when he gets the black suit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty much Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
It's that story, but bigger. It's not a bloody 2-hour movie.
It takes place in it has a lot of the other Marvel characters like Iron Man and other
It's the whole
stuff.
like the other.
Oh, we love having put that in our podcast.
There's the other guy, the Daily Bugle, and he
Eddie Brock.
says Eddie Brock. That's it. He says he shows that he's a fraud when he gets something wrong about some case that he's doing for the Daily Planet, and then it does the whole
Daily Planet.
and this is all happening while Spider-Man's becoming Venom, and he's doing the whole black suit becoming evil.
I'm so much stronger with this.
I don't think they're going to do that.
No.
Seeing how they already got Venom's origin going to be this Brock, whatever his first name is.
Eddie.
Brock, yeah.
Edward.
I think it'll just be
Edmund.
that. I think it'll just be in the next Spider-Man movie that he'll just be fighting Venom. I don't think it'll ever.
I don't think he'll even be in the Marvel movies. I think that he's going to stay in Sony, and he'll probably maybe fight a bit of if he comes good somehow, and he's going to fight.
He's going to be good. He's going to be an anti-hero.
Yeah.
They're not going to make him a villain. They can't make as much money if he's a villain because they can't make solo movies with it. And
I mean, I guess because like in every story you have like a good guy and a bad guy in theory, but if you look at it from the perspective of the bad guy, they're the good guy. So even if Hollywood made a movie focusing on a bad guy as the main character, they'd still, because you sort of just assume that they're the main character, so you want to be
that's like Death
get attached to
Note.
them.
Have you seen Death Note?
Yeah, I've seen bits of it and watched the anime.
Because like in the anime, you wanna, sorry. You wanna like you're voting. You want Light to win and stuff, and he's super clever. And you're like, go Light, go. But
Even though it's
in the
kind of
middle,
evil.
yeah, he's evil. He's got like a god complex, and he's like just killing people left and
Light
right.
to win. I wanted L to win.
Well, you're following his story, and you're kind of
That's what they do. They did it where they make Light the protagonist at the start, and then later. No, is protagonist the good one or the bad one?
Good one.
Yeah, they make him the
We talked
protagonist
about
at the
this last
start.
time.
Yeah.
And then when he starts, when L starts coming out, and they're doing the whole mental fighting, you start being more on L's side.
Yeah.
And then when L dies, spoilers for Death Note,
we're spoiling everything.
and they add Nia, who's a shit character.
The two brothers or whatever.
Yeah. And when that happens, you go back on Light's side again.
Yeah.
Because Nia's a shit character, and they ruined the series in those last couple episodes.
Yes, they
That's
do.
just my opinion. And Caleb thinks so as well. You'll meet him soon.
Good old Caleb. One day we'll get him.
Does he actually
One
think
day.
that?
What?
Does he actually think
Caleb
that?
may have that's the one thing we agree on very strongly how terrible the last 5 episodes of Death Note are.
Yeah. Well, everybody does. Everybody thinks it's
It's
a
just
bad
crap.
ending.
As soon as L dies, it's just like, oh, we're just gonna add this new really smart kid. And it's just retarded. And they add 3 other people who are using the Death Notes, and it's not as interesting as when he's fighting L.
Well, that's 3 other people that are using Death Notes. It's still when L's alive, and it's really interesting at that point. But it's when Light finally wins and finds out L's name, and he's like the little piece of the paper in his watch.
Yeah.
He's like, so that's really clever and stuff.
That's all before L dies.
Is Death Note the one with the Green Goblin actor?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Willem
Dafoe.
Dafoe.
Netflix movie.
That's a Netflix
We're
movie.
talking about
Oh.
the animated anime.
The animated anime.
I was trying to say animated movie, but it's an anime, I guess.
It's also a movie, but it follows.
It's a
Baruch.
TV show.
Yeah.
There's a movie where it follows the Shimigami,
Yeah.
which is pretty good. But the Netflix movie sucks.
The Netflix,
Hey, turn
the
to
Netflix,
Mumson.
Is that Mumson?
yeah, the Netflix movie is bloody terrible. But William Dafoe, he's really good at Ryuk.
Yeah, he is.
Right.
It was
He looked
pretty
really
cool.
sexy
That was
in
my
it.
favourite part of that movie.
Even though Light is a little punk ass bitch, throughout the whole thing.
I like the Netflix Baruch better than I like the anime's Baruch. I actually like the anime one. The TV show one better. Movie one better. God.
They're pretty similar.
Well, in the
William
anime,
Dafoe's more dark, and the anime is more making jokes and
Well,
give me some apples.
well, he's more curious about what makes humans tick. Where the movie one's like, do it. It's like,
Movie one pretty much threatens him halfway through the movie. When he says he's going to write down Ryuk's name, he's like, one more person has tried to do it, and he only managed to get 2 letters of my name. So
I'm not sure because I don't remember much of the anime, but from what I saw of the movie, the Shinigami in the movie was more of a horror sort of. It was more designed to be scary, but in the anime he was sort of more just a character you could talk to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a bit more approachable, not as designed to be terrifying.
right in the show.
It
yeah.
was designed to be terrifying in the movie.
Yeah, movie he was supposed to be scary. There was a whole scene where he sees him for the first time, and he's all in the shadows and stuff.
It was
Really
cool.
sexy.
And Willem Dafoe was
Ideal.
quite good at that.
He pretty much plays the Green Goblin again.
Yeah.
except with an even cooler costume.
He's always playing the Green Goblin.
Yeah.
He is
My
a-
time.
He is
always
the
in
Green
that role.
He's got a goblin face. What can you say?
Every time you look, he looks in the mirror.
Exactly.
Oh, the Goblin's there.
Yeah.
Well,
It's like
Green
it's
Goblin's
Spider-Man.
got
It's
control.
Spider-Man.
even
1.
in Spider-Man 1, he talks to himself. He really does that in real life.
Yeah.
That's them. Actually, in his real life, he's like in his mansion and
Yeah.
stuff, and they got like little cameras hidden in the room, and just like talking to himself in the mirror. He's like, yes, I am the goblin.
I need you being you.
Actors keep coming, directors keep coming out going, it's really hard to work with him. He keeps talking to himself.
Yeah.
It's just creepy.
Like it's great for the for the filming bit, but when we're just outside trying to hang out and stuff, it's real
Yeah.
weird.
Speaking of method actors,
Smiles.
yeah, it smiles. You know what? Jared Leto,
Who the hell is Smiles?
You.
His alter
Right.
ego.
this girl. Anyway, you know what Jared Leto did
Yeah.
for Suicide Squad? How did you feel about that?
He pretty much harassed his entire cast for
Yeah.
the whole shooting
Just send them
just to
used
get
condoms.
attention. And it's god, like bloody sent them like dead rats and bullets and bloody used condoms and stuff like that. He's just a weirdo.
He's a creep.
He's a shit joker. Actually, he's not a shit actor. He's pretty good at Fight Club.
What did you think about him in Blade Runner?
Oh, Blade Runner.
I did not
That
like.
was
I did
good
not
movie.
like
I
Blade
liked
Runner.
it. I thought
You
it
did
was
like the
better
new Blade
than
Runner?
It's pretty much Lord of the Rings.
No.
And how slow it is.
No.
Really?
I thought
that was
good.
always Blade Runner.
Wasn't you hating
I thought the
slow
first Blade
movies?
Runner was pretty slow and boring too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
It's just they're not my kind of movies.
I was.
I don't,
really
I don't
confused
like the
with
universe.
Universal
I don't like the
Rush
whole like everything's super dark the entire time. Not like cool like tone dark. Like you
Just
can't
mean
see
thing.
You
anything.
can't see it.
Couldn't Blade Runner be connected to aliens?
There is that theory. There's that theory.
Directors like know each other or something. Daisy, no, Ridley Scott and whoever the hell made. Maybe he made both of them. I wouldn't know.
Yeah,
Okay, I thought it was
who knows?
JJ.
J.J. Abrams
I
didn't
thought
make it.
No, it was Steven Spielberg.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
Eli Roth.
But like, there's like
Quentin
Indiana
Tarantino.
Jones has like
Quentin
Star Wars
Tarantino.
characters.
Quentin
and,
Tarantino
like,
made it. It
E.T.
wouldn't be good.
connected in
He makes
Star
good
Wars as
movies.
well. So you could
He
take
makes-
ETs in Indiana Jones.
Oh, in the new movie, in Star Wars Solo film, they had in the room where they had like the whole Mandalorian armor, and they're all talking in that room.
But in Solo,
In Solo, yeah, they actually had they had the crystal alien skull from Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
That was good. That was kind of good.
yeah, everything's a bit connected there, which is cool.
Do you like Solo?
You gotta say
itself,
yes. You gotta
I
say
find
yes.
it-
Only because of the cameos, like all the little scenes of them. Like
I
the end
find-
scene with
You
Darth Maul was
can't like a
good.
movie based on what it shows
I
for other
can
movies.
and I will.
I've got to be honest though, like for me, Solo, it's kind of like Lemonade, but a little bit more. I like it a bit more.
Sour.
Although sometimes it can be kind of intense. Maybe if you like,
Solo is a bit like
just eat
Solo,
them
the
from the pot.
lemonade.
like it's good, but you know, sometimes I'm just in the mood for lemonade. I don't like Coke though. But in terms of the movie,
Good analogy.
Yeah.
yeah, in terms of the movie, like I liked Childish Gambino, Donald Glover, Troy, of course, as Lando Calrissian. He was good. He was
Lando what?
Calrissian. He was like he was
Yes,
had to
exactly
make
the
sure.
same. He was exactly the same as you know the original actor. I thought that like his mannerisms, everything. He did a really good job with that. I like that. In terms of the guy who played Han Solo, could have chosen anyone. He didn't bring anything. I didn't think.
Something Aldenreich.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but
His actual name is something Aldenreich.
Ah, yeah.
I
Did you
felt-
see that This Is America video that he
Oh,
did?
that. Oh, God.
That was
I think it's a kind of. I
what?
don't know. It's just I don't get it. I get the whole like it's a cool music video about black people, but it's not. I don't like it as a song. It's not a good
No,
song.
it's not a good song. It's supposed to be a message.
Yeah, but people are listening to it
Oh.
without watching the video like it's a good song. But then
Oh.
again, I think the music that kids listen to these days, music quotation marks, I think that music is absolute crap.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
All about them old show tunes.
Oh, yeah.
What about you, Mumson? You love the new music, don't you?
I just listen to
I think
Halo
it sucks.
themes.
Damn right.
Yeah, I'm quite partial to a classic banger.
Classic banger.
Yeah,
a classic banger could mean current music right now.
Yeah.
No, it's a classic. It's like
Classic meaning, oh, that's pretty classic.
the Beatles. They had some classic bangers. Led Zeppelin.
Like
Not
Hey
Justin
Jude.
Bieber.
Hey Jude.
It's a good one.
Paper
The Bee Gees.
Becoming a bloody music podcast now. We're a radio station.
Good.
This is the Eminem podcast. It's
Always. Oh, jeez.
That's a reference that one no one will get who's listening.
Yeah, Mumson was the kind of guy who would like watch like the old Dead Rising trailer on his freaking iPad for music. It was just
Damn
you watch some really weird shit.
What?
Like like there was moments in like in science where instead of listening to music, you would just like listen to like old game trailers on repeat, and it was just the weirdest thing.
Like the song by Kanye West in.
Why couldn't you just look up the song and read it?
I didn't because
he
back
doesn't
then
know how
I
to do
didn't know.
that.
I was too lazy to look up the song lyrics. But it was off the trailer for something number 3.
Saints Row 3.
That's it. There you go. That song.
That's power.
There you go. That
by
song
Kanye
was-
West.
What do you guys think of Kanye West?
He's a dickhead.
No, I think he's dickhead as well. What about you?
I don't like
Wife's
that.
song.
I don't like that one song. So.
His wife's Kim Kardashian, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care for either.
Big old Bahamas.
Probably because they're going to be richer than any of us or whoever else.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
they already are.
But
Then again, though, this podcast
Oh yeah, this podcast could take off. We'll be the new Kanye West and bloody.
could rake in the big
Yeah.
bucks.
This podcast is going to take us places. Casper, Audible, if you're listening.
Yeah, if you're listening, give us some sponsors.
Yeah, I guess
Ferrari, if you want to sponsor
Ferrari.
us, we're totally fine.
We're not like other podcasts. We will absolutely just fill this whole thing with ads.
you will.
We'll just talk about your products the whole time.
everyone in it just
We'll just say everything's good. It'll be really uplifting, but also you want to buy everything.
We're very convincing.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get Mumson to talk about them.
Oh yeah, I'll explain them like.
Very expensive things.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I think that wraps it up.
Yeah, I'm
I
done.
reckon so. I reckon we're good.
Alright, guys. See you later. Bye.
You gotta have.
Mumson, you're the
Okay.
Mumson.
I'm
You're the
Matt,
outro.
and this is the Mumson Podcast.
This.